Hello guys, it's me Gleff back again, and welcome back to this video about the Month of the Mad God on public testing. So I think this is almost every information we have for the upcoming Month of the Mad God this year, and I'm looking forward to it since it's the year that the Realm rework has come out, and I think there's a lot of things to unpack here. I saw some rogue changes, I saw 2 new SD sets, and some other new items. But before I go ahead with the video, check out my 12,000 summer giveaway that I released earlier today. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's jump straight into all the news we have to unpack here. Deca says, Realmers, Month of the Mad God is approaching fast and it's time for you to have a first look at all the new stuff, reworks and more. Join us on our testing server, try out the new Rogue Rework and ST sets, check out our planned community campaign for Month of the Mad God, feel free to leave feedback on the official Discord. Month of the Mad God 2024, Paths of Legends. 2 factions clash in this year's Month of the Mad God. The glory-seeking legions of Commander Lord Karasburg are going head to head with the insightful followers of the Cronus the Ascended, and you can help determine which side will be victorious. 2 sides have invaded the realm, with many items and relics for you to collect and use for either side. The first of these are the new amulet items. Amulets of Glory and Insight. As part of the mission tree, you will be able to claim 1 amulet every 3 hours by completing a mission. These ring slot items have a bonus to HP and MP, as well as a buff to one of the following stats: attack, defense, wisdom, vitality, speed and dexterity. The values of these bonuses is shown in the following table. So here we have different tiers. So for example, amulet of superior attack, 10 HP, 10 MP, 7 attack and 2 XP bonus. And looks like there's more, like, better tiers for HP and attack stats and such. So 50 HP, 50 MP, you will get 11 of the stats with the highest tier, so that's kind of interesting. The amulets themselves are untiered, but have tiers listed because they will improve with use. You will be able to collect tier 3 amulets from a mission with a 3-hour refresh rate. This will gain charges as you kill dungeon bosses with it until the meter is full. When the meter is full, the ring will then automatically change to a tier 4 amulet of the same type. This will continue all the way until the amulet hits tier 7, when it will remain a powerful item but no longer gain charges. Amulet charges can also be increased by killing enemies spawned after death in dungeons. The charge gained on amulet will be based on the dungeon's difficulty. The amulets are divided into Glory and Insight, which will have different effects on certain mechanics within the event. The division is as follows: Glory attacks, defense and speed, Insight, wisdom, vitality and dexterity. Amulets you have collected during the Month of the Mad God will remain afterwards, but they will no longer be a feature of the mission tree. They may come back if we have another Glory and Insight event, or become available through other means, Battle Pass missions shop. But you will not lose the amulets at the end of the event. They will also retain the ability to gain charges and change to new versions. Relics of Legend. There will be 3 armor sets available during the event as rewards. We have heavy armor, leather armor and robes. When wearing one of the amulets above, you will get an on-hit effect. If you have a Glory ring, you will get 8 seconds of healing with a 20-second cooldown, and an Insight ring will give you energized for the same duration. There will also be a number of weapons up for grabs. We have the sword, dagger, katana, bow, staff and wand. These items will also react to the presence of an amulet by creating 2 additional projectiles when shooting. All the amulets will give 2 additional projectiles doing 55 to 75 damage, which will have 80% of the weapon's range. If you're using a Glory amulet, these projectiles will have armor piercing, and if you're using an Insight amulet, they will have multi-hit. Glorious and insightful engravings. All of these items come with an engraving slot to use for 2 new engravings, Glorious and Insightful. You can freely mix and match these, putting Glorious on an Insight amulet or weapon, for example. When used on a weapon, Glorious will provide +3 stat boost to attack, and when used on armor or amulet, it will instead provide plus 25 HP. Insight provides plus 3 wisdom stat bonus when used on weapons and 4% reduction of MP cost when used on armors or amulets. Sounds pretty interesting to me. Path of Legends. At the core of this conflict will be a community campaign to complete missions in the new mission tree. This season the missions will be split between Glory and Insight. In addition to all of the other requirements for completing the mission, you will need to be wearing an appropriate amulet for your progress to count. For example, if you need to kill 500 enemies while wearing a Glory amulet, if you kill enemies either without an amulet or with an Insight amulet, then the kills will not count towards this total. To clarify, this is based on the stat the amulet gives normally, not if the amulet has an engraving. So an attack amulet will always be a Glory amulet, even if it has an insightful engraving. Each of the missions which requires an amulet will be tracked, and the progress used to reward the community. So here we have the different trackers, and yeah, not sure what these items are, maybe placeholders, but tier 3 we have a skin. As you can only wear one amulet at a time, you will be able to directly support one faction at a time. You can swap factions by changing your amulet and completing other missions, and everyone who participates will get the free rewards from both the Glory and Insight tracks. The main competition will be how high each of the bars manages to go before the end of the season. The side which is winning will also affect the Crucible. This will be updated on a weekly basis, starting with a generic option and updating to favor Glory or Insight based on which of the two factions is winning. Please note that the rewards on testing are not finalized and may be different from the rewards on release. Okay, that was a lot of information with Insightful and Glory, but yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. Adaptive Crucible. The Crucible for the event will also change with the shifting tides of the competition. It will start with the following bonuses and penalties: 75% HP recovered from pets, 75% recovered from MP recovered from pets, plus 8 defense, vitality and wisdom, plus 5 XP bonus. Every 2 weeks through the season we will check which of the two sides is leading, and will then update the Crucible based on these figures. When Glory is winning, the Crucible will be plus 8 attack and defense, 75% HP and MP from pets, and plus X XP bonus, and the other one, Insight, is 8 wisdom and dexterity. This is another huge update to this month of the Mad God. We finally have a Rogue rework. The rework of Rogue has been focused on expanding the capabilities of the Rogue's cloak ability to make it feel a bit more interesting to play. We think Rogue should be a class that benefits from a player who is able to consider careful timing and good aim to get the most of an ability that can be devastating if used correctly. You can find a bundle with the Rogue items in the shop on testing, so go try it out. Cloaks. Cloaks will keep their basic functionality that sets themselves invisible and makes them undetectable by enemies. But now, after shooting after some time, you will exit invisibility. When this happens on tiered cloaks, you will get 2 effects. The first one is a new condition effect called Lethal Strike. Lethal Strike adds a flat amount of damage to your projectiles, while the effect is active and converts a portion of the target's enemy's defense into bonus damage. While Lethal Strike is active, the player will fire additional projectiles towards the cursed location. Overall, we hope that this turns Rogue into a class that can be devastating in quick bursts, while maintaining its sneaky capabilities without having to be held back by true invisibility. So here we have a little video after the Rogue has exited like the invisibility. We can see the extra projectiles here. Items. This is a showcase of the most important changes to items. So here we have all the different cloaks. Non-tiered cloaks is probably the most like interesting ones. Planewalker will allow you to teleport. Cubic Enigma. Let's see. We have a flat 65% damage percentage, 45% scaling stat, defense, Yeah, I think I have to check these out in game later. Here we have some miscellaneous balance changes. Class stat changes: Rogue attack increased to 55, Rogue speed decreased to 65, Sorcerer attack and dexterity decreased by 5 each. Oh no, all the Sorcerer mains is going to hate this. Summoner attack increased by 10, Priest attack increased by 10, dexterity increased by 5, Samurai dexterity increased by 5. Equipment changes: Tier daggers have all received a 5% rate of fire increase. Tiered dual blades have received +5 minimum damage on both of their slots. Poison dagger, yeah, you can see here a lot of dagger rework changes, for example. So overall it seems like daggers have gotten a small buff for all the dagger classes, which is kinda deserving for the dagger classes, which in my opinion is probably the least played classes in the game. We have a dungeon changes. All dungeons affected by last patch guaranteed potion changes now have an additional small chance to drop a bonus potion. Nest and Advanced Nest teleports players to the bottom of the boss room after the first phase. So, new realm changes. All new realm encounters drop their respective blueprint for their event wide, including previously unreleased blueprints such as Dirk of Cronus. Okay, interesting. Most realm encounter UTs have now required 1 UT from the realm UT collection to forge. Encounter UT blueprints are now part of the realm UT forge collection. New beacons and roads were added to the map. Behavior changes to numerous rookie adapt set pieces. Yeah, it's a lot here. Nothing like that. We have Eye of the Storm now drops the Quiver of Thunder instead of Oreo. Yeah, you can see some different changes here. The Lich King now drops the seal of Blasphemous Prayer instead of Helm of the Juggernaut. Yeah, you see. New shiny items. A new season means it's time for new shinies. As always, those can only drop on seasonal characters. So these ones are the Turncoat Cape, Diplomatic Robe, Vesture of Duality, Centaur Shielding, Gladiator Guard, Spider Shuriken, Cloak of the Mad God, Nadera Rod and Polarity Poison, and we seem to also have the spell here. So yeah, this is a great bunch of shiny items, and they are respective to their weapon in the O3, the armors here. So I like that. So you can collect the weapon and then the armor that are very much alike. So yeah, more shiny items are always welcome to the game. We have 2 new SD sets. Alongside this content, we will be releasing the Astral Arcanist, Mystic and Spellbound Soul Thief Trickster ST set. These 2 sets will only be available through mystery boxes for a limited period of time, and will drop in the game in a future release, potentially from new future content. Unlike previous mystery boxes, these now feature a shard-based PT mechanic that ensures that no matter your luck, you will always be making progress towards these currently exclusive items. Okay, cash grab. The Astral Arcanist Mystic bends time and space to seek and search the stars for hope and enlightenment. With the incredible mobility of combined teleport and stasis, the Astral Arcanist can maximally position her powerful rings to Starfire to vaporize the opposition. With a strong distribution of attack and MP stats, the Mystic is capable of massive group and single target shred damage, but must remain vigilant and use her high mobility to avoid danger. If you fly too close to the stars, you might get burnt. The Spellbound Soul Thief Trickster weaves around gods to skillfully take them down, absorbing their essence and becoming stronger. Instead of a typical decoy-based effect, this trickster takes a far more aggressive stance by warping into groups of enemies to absorb their life and gain high amounts of defense. When enemies react to this movement, the trickster's blade waltz proc effect allows her to retaliate with many soul blades in quick succession, providing her with a unique access to AoE damage that the class otherwise lacks. This set's high dex and defense stats give it a uniquely aggressive playstyle that rewards risky high action maneuvers with both recovery and bonus damage. We also have a season battle pass that is new, that is not good at all. I hate this battle pass. It looks like all the other ones. It's nothing special. I think it's very boring indeed. But we will check that out later when I jump into the game, and also the mission tree. Hello guys! I'm on the testing server now, and we will check everything out. So up here we have the community contest. New month of the Mad God, 24 engraving of choice. Free 03 for 5 days. Free 03 for 5 days. Okay, that's kind of nice. We have a glory skin of choice, inside skin of choice. So that is the community contest. So it's up here at the top. That's pretty nice to know. Here at the free box as well, we have the new Mystic SD set. We have the new Trickster set. We have the new daggers, reworked daggers. Hopefully they are nice. And we also have the reworked cloaks here. Interesting, interesting. Damn. Plus 15,000 attack. Interesting. Yeah, and also some new cosmetics. So checking out the battle pass here, well, we have the Imperial Enchanter Wizard skin. And then we have Legionnaire Kansei skin. And we should have a pet skin. This is a class mystery skin chest. Not that interesting. Imperial Eagle pet skin. So yeah, otherwise this battle pass is nothing at all. Doesn't seem worth it, to be honest. But here we have the mission tree. So this is split into two. So here we have the Exterminator. I'm not sure if this is the glory one, but you can see, let's see, where is it? If you go down. No? Where is it? I saw the amulets before. Have they taken them away? Maybe. I should probably take away all the overpowered items here. Let's see. Now we are just a normal 8-8 wizard with no admin items. I'm not sure why I have all the admin items. Okay. So here we have the new robe, for example. Here we have the... Okay, let's start over with the first sword here. We have Faithful Spatha, damage 235 to 290. Creates additional projectiles when worn with an amulet. So yeah, it's like all the Month of the Mad God sets, that they will become better with the amulets, or like the rings, so the set. So this is how the staff looks, for example. And I'm not sure if this is like a copied tier 13 or so. So I was completely right. This staff, for example, it's the staff of the Vitals Unity. So yeah, nothing that like extraordinary, but hopefully it becomes much better with the engravings and such. So let's see if we can forge it with an engraving here. Insightful engraving. Let's see. Insightful. And you get +3 wisdom. And yeah, that is it. And with an armor, for example, adds nothing. If we add the insightful engraving to the robe, you get reduced MP cost by 4%. So here at the mission tree, you will get the different amulets. So the golden ones is the glory one, and the other one is insight, and those will progress. So yeah, that's the first mission. So I think this is pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to look at this mechanics, like an item that charges up and becomes better over time. So in the beginning, on a PPE, for example, you will have a bad version, but if you like succeed to survive for a long time, they will become better and your set will become better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this mechanic fully works out. And yeah, what do you guys think? Comment down below. So here we have the Mystic set, and we have a Nebular Rod, we have a Cosmic Astrolabe, and here we have a Cosmic Astrolabe, that have 2 different ones. It's the first ability is called the Space Warp and then Time Warp. And yeah, this set you can teleport. Then we have the Astronomer's Gown on ability use gain energized, and the ring max HP 100% of attack stat and MP 120% of the attack stat, which is 108 MP and HP. And then for Trickster we have the new Trickster set, and here it is. So the Blade of Fates are rated to 500 damage. That's insane. Well, we have 2 different bullets, -5 speed. Then Accurate Memory, deal 1000 damage to enemies within 5 tiles. Heal 75 hit points for each enemy hit. Interesting. Then Grave Resistance, gain 5, 10, 15, 20 defense for 5 seconds on ability use. Plus 21 per defense. And then we have the Jewel of Vengeance. So, just taking a fast look here. Okay, wait, this guy wants to pop a shot. Okay. So, just to check out the new tiered cloaks, for example, well, we have the Lethal Strike. Your weapon deals 128 extra damage and 63% of the target's defense as additional damage for 2.4 seconds. So you can see here I'm invisible for 5 seconds as normal, and then when I press spacebar I start shoot and I exit invisible and get the extra bullets on the dagger, as you can see there. Might be an interesting change. I might take a deeper look at this in another video, and I will also show the different ST sets in another video, a specific one for each set. Thank you. Someone subscribe to my YouTube channel. You should all do that right now. But that's everything for this Month of the Mad God testing video. I will make a deeper video on the different ST sets later that will probably release tomorrow. Don't forget to join my 12,000 gold giveaway, and I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys later in another video.